Does life feel weird to anybody else? Like, whatever your situation may be, if you're in America, not in America, believe in God, don't believe in God, work a corporate job, work from home, unemployed, like whatever your situation may be, wherever you're located in the world, does life feel weird to you right now? Because to me, not only is life absolutely flying by, I almost feel like I can't keep up with it. Weeks go by now just like days used to. And this is weird to say, but I really sometimes feel like I lose track of time during the day. It almost feels like we had more time in each day a few years ago than we do now. But not only that, just day to day, normal living, does life feel weird to you? Does it feel almost fake?
You ever just look around and feel like the life that you're living isn't real, or like something is off? Like the Truman Show, as if you were just on set? Well, welcome back to the channel. We about to dive into a lot of people who feel that way, who've been looking around and just feeling like things just are not real. Stay tuned.
These stores are not real. They're a front for something else. The storage units, the empty Burger Kings, the Dollar Generals, the mattress stores, the freaking cash for gold. Cash for gold. You can go and sell all your old jewelry and there is one on every corner. But you drive by them and there's never anyone in the parking lot. There's never any, there's one car and it's the guy or gal that's working at the desk, at the front desk. There's nobody else there. This is what I mean, is that we're in like an alternate universe where none of this is real. These buildings aren't real. They're like facades. And like if you go behind them, it's like an empty building, like on a back lot of like a movie set. They're not real. They're like facades.
Elon Musk says that we're living in a simulation. He's not the only person that theorizes this. Basically, we're in a video game being controlled by higher beings.
I wish I had a good argument against that hypothesis, and I do not.
You want to know what's even more real proof that we're living in a simulation? Every day, you wake up, you're actually dreaming another dream. None of this is real. None of this is real. Even more proof that time doesn't exist. Bam. What if we are only living the same day on repeat, like those movies where the character is stuck in a day on repeat? But since we went crazy a long time ago, our brain just kind of blinked out of existence and was like, you know what? I'm just gonna pretend that it's a whole new day. You can't tell me I'm lying, and you can't prove me wrong. I'm just saying. We technically have only lived one day our entire life. A dream within a dream.
Is our universe a simulation? Now, Nick Bostrom gives a probabilistic argument for the simulation hypothesis by presenting three propositions based on the fact that we live in a world that's trending towards a society that has the computational power to create a simulation that is virtually indistinguishable from the real world. Now, Nick's three propositions are this. Number one, civilizations grow, they grow in technological maturity, but just before they're able to create simulations of their past, they self-destruct. It's just inevitable that once they reach that kind of technological power, they destroy themselves. The other proposition is that they do reach technological maturity, but they just don't care for making simulations, right? These civilizations just don't care about making ancestral simulations of their past. And the third proposition is they do care about making simulations, and based on that, we can infer that there'll be many simulations. And so probabilistically speaking, the third proposition, which is probably most likely, it entailed by that is the sense that we live in a simulation. If you throw a dart, the likelihood of you hitting a simulated universe is higher than one that's a baseline universe. And you can further support this by saying, oh, well, you know, there's mathematical laws in the universe, and simulations like the ones we create in computer systems, they work on mathematical laws too, and therefore we can also look at black holes and abnormalities in nature around us, and those could be glitches or bugs in the system. maybe the limitation of the speed of light is just something the simulators did so that they could have time to render the rest of the program before we got to the next galaxy or whatever. And this sounds convincing. It sounds very convincing that, yeah, we probably are.
Is this life even real, bro? Like, I'm really sitting here, like, questioning myself, like, if this is even, like, a real thing. Like, what happens when we dream, man? Where are we going? Mentally, what is that place that feels so real? I'm questioning what this even is. This existence. What is this?
We live in either a computer simulation or a completely made-up world. So I'm in the middle of nowhere. This is called the woods. We've got trees, we've got road, floor, mud, animals, signs, all sorts of nonsense, right? Look at this. This looks like mud, doesn't it? Mud. But it's not mud. It's some form of sack or paper mache. Look, that is not mud. That is some kind of sack or paper mache, because I am on a film set. I knew it. I'm on a film set. Who's filming me? Who's filming me? Where are you? This is a film set. This isn't real. Look. This is fake floor. What else is fake? Me?
All of these people that you think is coming in to save the day, and they blast on the news and on Twitter and whatever else, and they clip them, and you think, oh my God, they're coming to just fix everything. No, okay, that is the stage, that is the world stage that is very much being talked about, and there's so many things that go into that, right? You can look at this as very much the Truman Show. You know how every little thing was played out perfectly, and there were people, remember when he went to go in the elevator and he was like, oh, what's going on? He was like, who are these people? And it's basically how I see our reality, and I almost find it comical to even watch anything that is put on, just the news are pushed out and made to seem like, I don't know, it's for our better, it's for like us in a way. I don't know, I find it all comical, and I think that more people need to wake up to the truth and the reality of what goes on, and not just think it's just these little small mundane, like, oh, it's the Illuminati. There's so many working things that go into the world stage.
So you should do what you want. You want to move to that city? Do it. You want to go on that trip? Do it. You want to date that person or not date that person? Do it. Like, literally live your life and do what you want to do, because nothing matters. Life is fake.
It's all fake. Everything's fake. Everything about this life is fake. It's all made up. And there's something beautiful about that. Because if everything is made up, that means you can make up the rest of your life.
We're not living life in reality anymore. 2020 smashed our existences into our phones and into the digital world, and we are no longer existing in our physical space and only dealing with problems that are within our circle of influence. We are living in a digital world that isn't even real. It's basically a video game, okay? And we're also exposed to all of the awful things that everybody across the entire world deals with all the time. We are still organic beings, and our brains have become completely connected to this artificial device. That's what's destroying it. We're not cyborgs. We'll eventually be cyborgs. We're not cyborgs yet. So the fact that our entire existence is attached to this piece of technology is awful. And even in situations where we actually live life, where we break out of our routine, where we go on a trip, where we, take a vacation, you're still locked into your same cycle of unhealthy behaviors. Even if you go on a trip, the whole time you're thinking about your phone, what's happening in the phone, what are you missing out on social media? Oh, well, people are going to love this trip I'm on. I got to make sure I take videos and I post it and I get likes and all this stuff. We are no longer actually living life in our physical space. We are living life through the phone. This is why life does not feel like reality. It's because we're not in reality anymore. Life just seems to basically disappear when you're trapped in a routine. We are all in a routine of our brains being just completely connected to whatever is happening within this device.
No one else finds it crazy that we can close our eyes and fall asleep and completely enter another reality? Like, there's places that I create, there's people that I create, people I've never met, places I've never been, and it's all created in my head. It's a complete another reality. And
I'm not gonna lie, there's definitely
so
a lot of times
lucid.
where I just observe and I
It's
feel
just
like
crazy
things are
to me.
not
And
really
then you
real.
wake up
Especially when
and
I
you're
dream.
back here.
If you guys ever had
to the
dreams
same reality.
that are just so amazing,
But it's like, what was that?
so vivid, and feel so much more potent than the physical world that we live in, it'll really, really make you start to question what's what. And if when we think we're awake, we're really just dreaming, that's something to think about. If you enjoyed this video, definitely don't hesitate to hit that like, subscribe, or that notification bell, and I'm looking forward to how you feel in the comments.